Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this makeup look. I literally did not have a plan when I started this makeup look. I kind of just went with the flow. I tried a new eyeshadow palette. So if you want to see how to get this makeup look from start to finish, then just keep on watching. It actually just started raining, which I am excited about because I was burning up in here. So it definitely cooled down the outside, which in turn cooled down the inside. So I'm about to do my makeup really quick. I just feel like throwing on some makeup. It's literally 7 o'clock p.m. and I'm not going anywhere. But I wanted to do a quick tutorial because I literally have been wanting to play in this palette from Kylie since I got it. I've had it for a few days now, maybe even a week, and I just really want to get in here and just play in it. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So for foundation, wait, no, I need to prime my skin. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Tula face filter. It took me a while to develop my full review on this primer. It comes out of the tube this whitish grayish shade, and then when you start applying it to the skin, it's kind of tinted, so it comes off brownish. So it helps to blur out the skin and really moisturize it as well. It's called the face filter, and it literally puts like a filter on your skin for like when you apply makeup on top of it. It is super nice. It is a bit light, so I wouldn't recommend to just wear this primer by itself. Some primers you can wear it by themselves, that's why I say that, but this one is a bit light on me. So for similar skin tones, you don't want to go with just this. It is a really nice primer for the base of your makeup. So for foundation, I'm using the Kogendo Aqua foundation, one of my holy grail foundations. I will always rave about this foundation. I just be giving this foundation a break to like try new ones and to not always be using the same foundation. But don't worry, this is always a favorite. I'm actually going to be taking this with me out of town. This is probably one of my most trustworthy foundation, if not the trustworthiest foundation that I have, as far as like no flashback, doesn't break me out, gentle on the skin, perfect shade. I mean, just is my most trustworthy foundation. I probably wear this foundation on my wedding day if I ever do that. I don't know when I'm posting this video, but there's a chance it might be a few days before my birthday. I turned 22 this year. I'm super excited, mainly because of my dress. I'm ready to wear my dress. I bought my dress. So I told you guys like in a few videos ago that I hadn't found my dress yet, and I found it. So I'm super duper excited to wear that, take photos, and go to dinner and all that. For concealer, I'm using the Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, using the shade 4N. It isn't that much lighter than my skin tone. I just really like the coverage of it, and it is so lightweight. It isn't heavy or anything. It isn't cakey. It's just one of those really great concealers. Then I'm just going to blend it in with my Sigma F64 brush. And I kind of start at the bottom of my concealer, and I do these like small draggy motions, not too much but just a little bit, so that I kind of blend it into the foundation. Then I go in and I use more tapping motions as I get closer to the eye, and that's just going to make sure that I keep all of the coverage of the concealer. And then for setting powder, I'm going to use the Mercier translucent powder and just apply a little bit of this in all the areas that I applied the concealer. You guys know this by now. I really need to charge my phone. I'm on 8%. It's probably gonna die in the middle of this tutorial. Okay, so now I'm going to apply a bit of bronzer. For bronzer, I'm going to use the IMAN Sheer Finish bronzing powder. One of you guys actually asked me about like if I use IMAN products, and yes, I do. I'm trying so many brands all the time that I forget about some of my favorite products. This is actually a really great product from IMAN Cosmetics, this bronzer, and I use the shade Clay. This is super nice. You can just see, like, look at the warmth that it created. Like, so pretty. IMAN is a really great drugstore brand, and their foundation was my favorite foundation for a long time, and I actually forgot about it. So maybe I'll start back using that soon. But I think all the ones that I have are literally expired. So now I'm going to do my brows with the Cargo Cosmetics Swimmables Long Wear Eyebrow Pencil, and actually I'm gonna do this off camera because it literally takes me like 10 to 15 minutes to do my brows. Okay, so for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Cream Liquid Eyeshadow. I don't actually think this is a eyeshadow primer. This is in the shade Camelback. Blending it in with a Sigma P82 brush. so now I'm going to be using the Kylie palette. Now this is from her summer collection. I don't actually remember the name of it and it's not on here, so I'm gonna look it up really quick. Oh, it's the Under the Sea palette. So I saw this on Trend Mood's page, which she does like makeup news, and I had to have it. This is my first Kylie palette, so I have absolutely no idea how her eyeshadows work. There's like people that love them, people that hate them, so I can't wait to figure out what I think. So I'm going to start with the shade Sure About You, transition color to start off, and it does have a mirror, which is awesome. I'm just going to blend it in the upper crease area. So far so good. You put on the pigment pretty quickly. Okay, the next shade, I actually don't know what I want to do with this. Oh, you know what, just got an idea. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the shade My Treasure, which is just the darkest brown in here. I'm gonna try to work with only this palette itself. So I'm just gonna apply this to the outer corner. I don't believe this is gonna be super dark. Yeah, you can kind of see it's really not that much darker than the other shades. So if you wanted to create like intense dimension, you wouldn't really be able to do it with this palette. You'll have to kind of go to another palette for a darker shade, or just another single eyeshadow for a darker shade. There is like fallout in the palette. So for the next shadow, I'm going to go in with Mermaid Mama first. So I'm going to apply this on the center of my lid. Let me see what will happen if I use my finger. So it makes it a little bit more intense, but it's not like a shimmer. It's a satiny duo-ish shade. Like it kind of has that little mermaid look to it. It is called Mermaid, and I'm just gonna mirror that on the other eye. So far so good. The only thing that I wasn't as impressed with was the second shade that I used, the one in my outer corner. Okay, and then in the inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Salty Sweet, which it looks like it's like a gold and a pink, like a rose gold. I'm just gonna use the same brush and just flip it over. This shade you do have to build up, and it's kind of crumbling. I'm not quite sure of the formula of this. I think this might be one of her new formula shades. I don't really know how to describe it. Like a shimmer, a chunkier shimmer, and this one does have a bit of fallout, but other than that, once you build it up, it's pretty nice. And I'm just going back in with the purplish shade and kind of just blending it into the shade we just applied. I really kind of wish the outer corner was darker, so I'm gonna go in with a darker shade in the outer corner. Okay, so I got my Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette, and I'm just going to use the shade Henna, and I may mix in a little bit of After Hours as well, and just apply that to the outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. So I'm not super happy with my eye look currently, but we'll fix it. We'll get it together. I'm going to apply the shade Sea Pearl, which is this shade in the corner, and I'm going to apply that as my inner corner highlight. I'm gonna brighten up the look, and I got off some of the fallout, but it kind of stuck to my foundation. So definitely do your eyes first when it comes to this. Maybe one day I will change my routine to where I do my eyes first, but I just really like doing my face first. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Highliner in the shade Mist Me, and it's a purple, and I feel like it'll go really well with the center shade that we use to kind of make it fun. Oh yeah, I feel like that just amped it up right there. Perfect eyeliner for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply a little shadow to the lower lash line. I'm going to use the shade we used for the transition color. I'm going to use a more fluffy brush. This is a angle brush from Sigma. It's the E70, and that way I can really just smoke it out down here pretty low. I say smoke it out, but this is really not a dark shade, so I'm just blending it out, I guess I should say. Okay, and then I'm going to take this flat brush from ColourPop. It's their E11 brush, and I'm going to take those two shades that I used in my outer corner, those two shades, and just apply this really close to the waterline. And this is gonna tie the entire look together. Then for lashes, I'm going to apply my favorite. These are my all-time favorites. These are the Peachy lashes from Lash Label. I've talked about these plenty times before. They're literally like $7. Oh my god, look at this. My eye is freaking watering. Why is it watering? I look like I'm crying. I'm happy, guys. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Lancome. I wish I knew how to say that. Difficile. Let's put it in Google Translate and she'll say it for us. Okay, I definitely said it wrong. Listen to this. Definiciles. I'm gonna apply this to my lower lashes, and I'm also going to apply it. I've actually tried this mascara before, and it's a very natural mascara. So if you have super long lashes, this mascara is your friend because it makes your lashes look the exact same as they are, just coated with mascara. Definitely a good one if you have super long lashes. I don't, so it isn't my favorite, but I definitely wanted to share it with you guys because I did tell you that I would update you on that mascara. Let me get rid of that. My eyes watering again. What is going on? Oh, you know what? This is the eye that I got some of the eyeliner in it. I applied like a second layer of the mascara on the bottom lashes. I actually forgot to do it on the top. So now I'm actually going to do this like mini tip for when I apply lashes. When I look down, you probably can see like maybe some whiteness on the lash band. So what I like to do is go in with the Dose of Colors Shady Black Gel Liner, and I'll go in with Sigma E11 brush, and I just go in and kind of just lay a black line on top of the lashes, and this makes like the lash band look super seamless. So now it looks like so much better. It's just like something that I forget to do half the time, but when I remember, I'm like, oh yes, I'm glad I did this. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just to add a little bit of highlights, and I'm gonna use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and it's the shade Stole the Show. One of my favorite highlights. Literally sinks into the skin because you're using like the warmth of your finger to work it in, and it goes perfect on top of powders. You don't have to worry about it doing anything funny if you've already set your face. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Bare Minerals blush. It's the Bounce and Blur blush in the shade Pink Sky. Okay, and then the last thing literally is just lips. So I've been really wanting to do a true brown nude lip lately. I'm gonna apply MAC Chestnut first. And actually I had a lipstick in here that I was gonna use, but I just came up with a new idea. I'm going to use my concealer. Blend this into the lip pencil. Then I want to put on a gloss. I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Don't Be Shy lip gloss and blend this as well. Okay, and then for setting spray, I'm going to use the Artistry Studio makeup setting spray. I've never tried this, first time. Oh, I like the spray. So this is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I always say that, but I truly hope you guys enjoyed it. And also let me know how your day is going. I would love to know down in the comments. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.